seated. What a wonderful day. What a wonderful day after 2 years to be back to in-person graduation with appropriate modifications, clearly. This is truly a very special occasion. Before I formally open the ceremony, I'd just like us to take a moment and reflect on the impact of the past 2 years. There is so much to learn, and so much we've learnt about ourselves and about each other. We've been fully focused on you, our graduands. For me, there has been one person, a graduate of ours, who has kept me focused and reminds me on the need to support each other and to be kind. Pooja Sharma was a pharmacist working in Eastbourne hospitals when the pandemic arrived. Already a graduate of the university, Pooja was studying with us for a postgraduate master's. Pooja was one of the first frontline healthcare workers to die of COVID, and she was one of us. You will all have loved ones impacted by this pandemic, and it is not yet over. So amid this deeply joyful celebration today, and it is a deeply joyful celebration of you, our graduands, let's keep them with us. Let's celebrate you and look to the future with them in our minds and our hearts. Now, let me formally open your graduation. Distinguished guests, Deputy Chair, graduands, friends, families, it gives me enormous pleasure to open your graduation ceremony. Graduands, this is very much your day. A day to celebrate your achievements, to reflect on an important phase of your life that's ending, but to look forward to what lies ahead. Now, given the past 2 years, it has been a really challenging journey. But you have made it. You have made it. The pandemic has and continues to have a profound effect on so many lives and our communities. At the start, 2 years ago, the university made magnificent contributions to our communities. We supported our wider community by distributing all our PPE. We gave all of that to the NHS. We manufactured face masks, hand sanitizer, converted soda lime for use in ventilators by the NHS. Colleagues were seconded to the NHS to help on the front line. Our health and social care students stayed in practice. We donated food to local charities and supported our international students who were not able to leave the country to be with their friends and families. We all moved to remote learning and working. And it's a testament to everyone here today that we kept going, focused on the future. And I'm sure, like me, you probably think you've had a bit too much of Teams. Graduation ceremonies are always the high point of the academic year. They bring together the whole university community with your friends and supporters to celebrate your success. Now, in a COVID-aware environment, our platform party might be slightly smaller, but it's no less profoundly proud of every single one of you. Graduates, you know how hard you've worked to get here today and how hard we've pushed you. And today marks the culmination of those efforts. At the moment that you cross the stage, you will become graduates of the University of Brighton. And as you do so, I hope you feel as proud of us as we do of every single one of you. Of course, across this week's ceremonies, we will celebrate graduates aged 19 to 76 and from 105 countries from across the globe. As a university, we are deeply proud of the diversity of nationalities and backgrounds that make up our institution, and long may it remain so. Now, graduates, you are clearly the stars of the show. But we also have with us today some incredibly important people. On behalf of the entire university, I would like to say a tremendous thank you to your families and friends and supporters who have been there for you while you've been here with us. On the stage here and behind the scenes and across the auditorium, we also have a whole range of our hugely talented and dedicated academic and professional services staff who've played such an important role in your time here. So I'm now going to allow you, or encourage you, to release your exuberance, which I appreciate is feeling slightly constrained at the moment. I think it's time we said thank you to all of them. And we should do that with a real full-throated Brighton roar. So I'm going to ask you to stand. Graduands, please. Oh, it's one of those mass participation events, isn't it? Right. They're an amazing, fantastic group of people, your friends, families and supporters and the staff of the university. Let's hear your appreciation for them. Thank you. Do sit down, thank you. There, well, that's just the warm-up. Graduates, for every single one of you today, this marks a significant personal milestone. As you celebrate with your families and friends, I also want you to reflect on the fact that none of us ever stop learning. I hope that you'll carry the experience you've had here at the university with you as you combine that with your career or wherever that takes you next. Today is not an end, it's a beginning. And it is you who will shape the future. And we look to you to do that. You will do so as members of an alumni association which has over 160,000 alumni all over the world, all in areas that you are interested in, all there to connect and support and help you. The network provides advice, connections, and is a valuable community of support for the years to come. The alumni team are here today, so please make sure you let them have your contact details and consent to keep in touch with you. And we'd really love to hear about your journey. In the time in which you have studied with us, so much has changed in our world. And the role and value of universities is currently being scrutinised in this country like never before. Our response to this is clear. Just look at our world-changing impact of our research, our overwhelming positive economic and social benefit, our crucial role in developing the professionals, the innovators, the artists, the leaders, the professionals of the future. That's you. You are the future. Graduates, all of you sitting here today are the best possible response to any cynicism about the role of higher education in society. For as much as we are living in a world facing challenges and uncertainties, it remains a world full of opportunities and possibilities. And a world where the ability to combine knowledge and practice with the personal qualities of resilience and adaptability and creativity are becoming even more important. And that's what Brighton graduates have. The university will continue to play its part in ensuring that our research, our knowledge exchange, our partnerships, our education come together to allow our students to develop the practical wisdom they need to thrive. Graduates, yours is the future. Use what you have learned and make a positive difference. and help those around you. In doing so, I would urge you to think of 3 things. Keep learning. We all keep learning. Keep on believing in yourselves, because we believe in you. And above all, stay curious. And allow that curiosity to open up opportunities and doors for possibilities in the future. Finally, I want to thank you for making the University of Brighton your university. You have all made a mark and contributed to us as a university while you've been here. And I hope you take away memories and friendships that will last a lifetime. Carry those memories with you on that journey. Tell us about your journey as you go forward. But from all of us at the University of Brighton, your university, congratulations. So we're about to begin the presentation of awards. Graduates, you will be called row by row and escorted round to the side of the stage. Now, I know you're going to become Brighton graduates, so you're challenging, you push the envelope, you're questioning, all absolutely right, the qualities of a Brighton graduate, but just not today. You're in a very, very careful order, and a huge amount of effort has gone on to get you into that order. So if you could just stick with the plan, it'll all go swimmingly. Now, as you cross the stage, you'll notice that this big screen behind will be full of you. And just to remind, we are live streaming across the globe, and we do know there are people across the world watching us today. So use that moment, wave to your family, say hello. We're not high-fiving, hugging, and social and fist pumping and all that stuff today. We might do that hopefully in the summer, but use this moment to express yourselves. Friends, family, supporters. This is your set of instructions. This is an incredibly joyous day. This is an amazing set of celebrations. So, within the bounds of the law, I'd like you to express yourselves. I'm expecting a volume of support in whatever way you want to do that. I'm sort of keeping a sort of running tally on various graduation ceremonies. Great turn, great audience at Business and Law. They were really joyful. So I'm hoping today we can just lift the bar. These are your graduates. They are amazing. So, if everybody's ready, I'll now invite Dr. Maria Birch, Associate Dean of the School of Sport and Health Sciences, to announce the awards for the school. Dr. Birch.
School of Sport and Health Sciences, Degree of Master of Research, Sport and International Development, Tara Grania. Jerry Munden Paling. Adam Walecki. Degree of Master of Science, Advanced Practice, Health, Sally Collins. Nick Dean. Jane Groves. Fiona Holter. Faye Jardine. Sarah Lambert. Applied Exercise Physiology, Charlotte Avery. Matthew Cheeseman. Harriet Dodd. Charlotte Elson. Bradley Hutchins. Flynn Hutchinson. Dana Kingshott. Abigail McConnell. Ellie Noble. Andrew Price. David Sheehan. Lucy Shepherd. Ramona Tinay. Gregory Wright. Applied Sport Physiology, William Haler. Lewis MacDonald. Community Specialist Practice, Hannah Bishop. Health, Emma Symes. Alexander Walter. Health and Education, Leslie White. Health Promotion, Ashwak Awafi. Justina Okolo. Lama Radwan. Health Promotion and Education, Christy Fisher. Health Promotion and Management, Afnan Al-Hejali. International Health Promotion, Faith Art-Young. International Hospitality Management, Maria Almeida. Musculoskeletal Physiotherapy, Stephanie Prophet. Neuromusculoskeletal Physiotherapy, Rafaela Kurtz. Occupational Therapy, Pre-Registration, Harriet Atkinson. Mary Barker. Elvie Broom. Megan Dudjack. Jamie Lee Duncan. Rachel Edge. Nina Farrier. Callum Flint. Amy Flynn. Abigail Fraser. Sinead Geraghty. Hayley Harrington. Bethany Hart. Tasmin Jesse. Sarah Long. Molly Osborne. Hannah Poundset Paxton. Marion Pusey. Shauna Rouse. Joanna Salis. Nicholas Taylor. Serena Thomas. Zoe Thompson. Physiotherapy, Slobodan Antonojevic. Physiotherapy pre-registration, Noor Al-Alawi. Also awarded the top physiotherapy pre-registration clinical prize, Macaulay Barnes. Chun Chak Chan. Rachel Chandler. Also awarded the top physiotherapy pre-registration research prize and the top physiotherapy pre-registration student prize, Louis Gries. Christos Hadjijadrou. Ray Hawkins. Lynn Homsey. Charlotte Kreiner. Georgia Loft. Timothy Lucking. Portia Murray. Riddhi Patel. Joanna Pease. Emily Peters. Lucinda Thomas. Physiotherapy and Management, Adebayo Tinjani. Podiatry Pre-Registration, also awarded the School of Sport and Health Sciences Prize for Excellence, Gerald Akbarak. Charles Barker. Esther Echegini. Lynn Thomas. Principles of Podiatric Surgery. Snezana Melankovic. Strength and Conditioning. Andrew Collins. Elliot Dunnett. Joe Evans Murray. James Woppett. Postgraduate Diploma, Community Specialist Practice, Philippa Dawson. Lynn Paddington. Connie Thornton. Musculoskeletal Physiotherapy, Konstantinos Nikolaou Kavasopoulos. Occupational Therapy Pre-Registration, Joanna May Jones. Alan Young. Postgraduate Certificate, Clinical Practice, Cardiac Care, Marianne Rose Salazar. Rochelle Santos. Kerry Snyman. Clinical Practice Intensive Care, Abhihalash Bahadravathi. Louise Collier. Irvin Michael de Guzman. Thomas Ferrari. Nyasha Mangobi Bobo. Rachel Poulter. Jennifer Powell. Brooke Tim. Clinical Practice Neonatal Care, Catherine Roos de Guzman. Louise Hodgson. Gemma Musto. Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Dance, Emily Birchall. Amy Gomez. Francesca Harris. Saffron Hartley. Neve Hughes. Chloe Marcham. Annabelle Nee. Alisa Nierhorster. Chloe Page. Louisa Pittman. Sophie Reed. Madison Shelley. Georgia Whiteside. Secondary Physical Education, Kira Buckley. Neve Bully. Lucy Cook. Alexandria De Mello. Emily Drake. Emma Green. Lucy Halliday. Mackenzie Howell. Hannah Luca. Daniel Stidder. Joshua Woods. Degree of Doctor of Philosophy. In recognition of a programme of work entitled New Insights into the Understanding of Exercise Tolerance and Regulation, A Place for Cardiac Interoception, Jake Butterworth. In recognition of a programme of work entitled The Experiences of Mothers and Young People with Neuromuscular Disorders, Pushing Back and Pulling Away Through Transition, Laura Gilbert. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Exploring Fatigue in Multiple Sclerosis, Investigating Objective Metrics of Ambulation and Activity, Biomarkers, alongside the patient's perspective, a naturalised phenomenological approach. Rebecca Player. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Narratives on Meaningful Occupations of Trans Men During Their Gender Transition Process, Jen Snyder. That concludes the presentations for the School of Sport and Health Sciences. I now call upon Professor Stephen Madison to take the presentations for the School of Humanities and Social Science.
Well, good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a lovely day. It's wonderful to see you all in person. And I'd just like to say, on behalf of all my colleagues in the school, we are incredibly proud of your achievements, especially given the challenges of the last 2 years. You are all utterly amazing. Okay, to business. School of Humanities and Social Science, degree of Master of Arts, Community Psychology, Emma Cluett. Emma Davidson. Anna Reish Cordero. Creative Writing, Eleanor Dobing. Elizabeth Hall. Also awarded the Holly Raber Prize, Joseph Lee. Leah Squires. Craig Sterica. Cultural and Critical Theory, Aesthetics and Cultural Theory, Cassidy Ferrari. Constance Osgood Finney. Eduardo Rugo. Cultural and Critical Theory, Philosophy and Critical Theory, Karen Gainsford. Stella Jaeger Rasmussen. George Jones. Curating Collections and Heritage, Anthony Colume. Lydia Letkiewicz. Isabella North. Grace Redpath. Zara Sadekzadeh. Katie Thorpe. Curating Collections and Heritage with Management, Kira Sossen. Globalisation, Politics, Conflict and Human Rights, Michael Dulagan. Flick Griffin. Victoria Madge. Katia Schmieding. Sarah Tan. Sharon Yu. History of Design and Material Culture, Natalie Friesem. Millie Westbrook. Philosophy and Politics, Daniel Kivalan. Teaching English to speakers of other languages, Annabelle Boog. Gabriella Bonvoart. Martin Johnson. Maria Zubair. Teaching English to speakers of other languages with information and communications technologies, Kevin Chan. Anna Konstantopoulou. War, History and Politics, Alfie Bailey. Max Godin. Joe Knowles. Degree of Master of Science, Psychotherapy, Robert Pleasance. Social Research Methods, Michael Phillips. Thomas Roberts. Social Work, Elizabeth Arden. Postgraduate Diploma, Approved Mental Health Practice, Oliveth de Maria Marquez. Rifat Khan. History of Design and Material Culture, Sydney Lopez. Humanistic Psychotherapeutic Counselling, Laura Alice Bates. Nicola Davis. Liz Dean Haskey. Catherine Doble. Tony Goodall. Sharon Lake. Ian McPherson. Caroline Mills. Natalie Minot. Elizabeth Pennock. Helen Quinn. Zoe Skilton. Catriona Watson. Psychodynamic Psychotherapeutic Counselling, Ilona Boya. Joanne Catherall. Lucinda Findlay. Claire Ganaway. Zeb Nash Henry. Ruth Phibbs. Milka Toniva. Social work, Anna Atkins. Amy Kane. Poppy Falconer. James Smart. Postgraduate Certificate, Community Psychology, Jessica Hall. The posthumous award, Degree of Master of Arts in Creative Writing, is awarded to Holly Raber, who sadly passed away in October of 2022. The award is being collected on behalf of their family by her children. Degree of Doctor of Philosophy, in recognition of a programme of work entitled The Lived Experiences of Transgender and Non-Binary People in Everyday Sport and Physical Exercise in the UK, Abby Barras. In recognition of a programme of work entitled An Exploration of the Impacts of Austerity on Homeless People and Service Providers, an image of fear, despair and a murderous joke, Gilmar Bruno Brasilia de Oliveira. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Cinephilia and the Outsider, Filmic Influence in the Literature of Charles Bukowski and the Beats, Zian Faramund. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Prosodic Pointing, From Pragmatic Awareness to Pragmatic Competence in Chinese Hearers of Level 2 English, Pauline Medalla. In recognition of a programme of work entitled The Role of Design, Technology, Female Labour and Business Networks in the Rise of the Fashionable, Lightweight, Ready-Made Blouse in Britain, 1909 to 1919, Suzanne Rowland. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Talking Together at the Edge of Meaning, Mutual Misunderstanding Between Autistic and Non-Autistic Speakers, Gemma Williams. Degree of Master of Arts, Globalisation, Politics, Conflict and Human Rights, Onyinye Okonkwo. School of Sport and Health Sciences, Degree of Master of Science, Applied Sport Physiology, Amelia Moncom. Health Promotion, Veronia Ibrahim. That concludes the presentations for this ceremony.
Wow, thank you for your kindness to Holly's family. It shows what an incredibly supportive and caring community we are, both you as our graduates and the whole university. It's my duty now to bring this morning's ceremony to a close. And I'd like to do so by drawing on some words from the late, great Professor Sir Stephen Hawking. Sir Stephen reminded us all to look up at the stars and not down at our feet, to try and make sense of what we see and wonder what makes the universe exist, to be curious. And however difficult life may seem, there will always be something you can succeed at. And as University of Brighton graduates, I know you can all succeed. This is really sound advice for the next stage of your amazing, fabulous journey. And we are all so proud of you in what you've come through in the last 2 years to get to this point. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So on behalf of us all, congratulations. I would like to offer you one final free gift from the university. Yes, I know. I would like to invite you and all your friends, families and supporters, and hopefully we'll all turn up as well, to a drink and celebration in the Hewitson Hall, which is directly behind the auditorium. You deserve it. Congratulations. Now, I will, before we get to that point, ask you to stand as the platform party leaves the auditorium. So, congratulations, and I hope to see you very shortly at a celebration. I ask you to rise.